So everyone's always asking me, why the Chevy Beretta? Why are you so crazy about the Chevy Beretta? I can give you a myriad of answers on that because I do actually love these cars. But to tell you the truth, the real reason...
The following is a Cruizers Motorsports exclusive.
So, a lot of you have asked me why I don't do summer drive videos on my own cars. Well, that's because my cars aren't exactly up to par to the cars that I do the summer drives on. Yes, while they almost all of them run. And now that I've said that, something's probably going to break down, but let's hope it's not this one right now. But yes, while most of them run, they're not all good-looking cars. However, today, I'm breaking out probably the best-looking car that I have. And today's car is my 1995 Chevrolet Beretta Z26. Alright, some quick fun facts about the Beretta, because you guys know I can talk about Berettas all day long. The Beretta ran from 1987 to 1996. In 87, the 87s are really hard to find because they were primarily a fleet car, so in other words, they were just sold to rental companies. Okay, second fun fact, the 88 and 89 Chevrolet Beretta GTUs were actually homologated for the GTU class in IMSA. That's why they've got all the extra body paneling and everything on them. Third fun fact, 1990 was probably the milestone year for Berettas because in 1990 you had the Beretta Indy Pace Car, the Beretta GT, and the Beretta GTZ, which came with the Quad 4 with 180 horsepower. The thing could literally keep up with the performance BMWs of its day. Fun fact too, it's kind of hard to find a Beretta that weighs over 3,000 pounds. So these things are quite nimble. Now the 6-cylinder engines actually came with less than the Quad 4 2.3 4-cylinder with 180 horsepower. This is a 3100 V6. This only came out of the box with 160 horse and I think around 180 foot-pounds of torque. So no, you weren't winning any drag races with the Beretta. However, you threw a corner in there, you might have a chance. With that high torque, it gets out of corners really good, and these cars cornered exceptionally well. As a matter of fact, according to, I believe it was Motor Trend in '88, the GTU, the big performance pack, they said it pulled 0.91 on the skid pad. There's a lot of today's cars that can't do that, much less front-wheel drive. Now, currently, I own 5 Berettas. It was 6 before Millsy Motorsport took one of them, but that's a story for another day. However, I currently own 5 Chevy Berettas. I own this, the Z26. I own a blue GT, which is soon to be the race car. I own 2 more Beretta GTUs and 1 Beretta Indy. They are all in various stages of fixing them up, I guess. They're such fun cars because they're simple, really. The OBD1 system, you can pull the codes with a paper clip. So, funny story, the guy I got this off of wasn't quite as the rest of the owners I've encountered with Chevy Berettas that I've bought from, wasn't quite on an even keel. He really didn't know his stuff about cars. He had a buddy who had restored like a 69 Camaro. Okay, and he wanted to restore this basically because he couldn't afford a Camaro, so he wanted to restore this instead. So, you know, he started gathering parts up, and when he did, he realized they don't make parts for Chevy Berettas like they do for old Chevy Camaros. So in other words, I think there's still a company out there that's still popping fenders out, the front fenders. Pretty much everything else on this car you gotta find in original condition because no one is repopping these parts. While the Chevy Beretta community is very supportive, especially when it comes to tech, it's not so supportive when it comes to parts because guys like me that have been in the Beretta community for a while know how rare these parts are. So even if you find someone with the part that's willing to part with it, you're gonna be paying a pretty penny. Really hard to find stuff like really good taillights because no one's repopping them. Really good filler panels in the rear because no one's popping them, and they go bad. There's a seal in them that goes bad, and then the inside of it gets all crudted up, and it's just a pain. Stuff like the GTU and GTZ body kit, all that ground effects. Oh yeah, you're going to be paying if you can even find them. I have spent years amassing these hard to find parts for when I'm ready to do the body work on the Berettas that I have. And I don't think with what I had to go through to get those parts that there's any amount of money anymore that can buy those parts off of me. So everyone's always asking me, why the Chevy Beretta? Why are you so crazy about the Chevy Beretta? I can give you a myriad of answers on that because I do actually love these cars. Tell you the truth, the real reason is because I can't afford Corvettes. So in case you're wondering, yes, this is the Beretta I use for the Days of Thunder Barn video. And in case you're wondering too, it's for sale. I don't want to sell it, believe me, but the only way I can get back in a race car is to build another race car. Unfortunately, this car has to fund it. Okay guys, really hope you enjoyed today's video about the Chevy Beretta. Now remember, to support the channel, I'm not monetized, so I'm not getting any money from YouTube. Down below, I have the 13-inch cruiser sticker. I've got the 30-inch cruiser sticker that goes on the back windows. I've got the newer retro style cruiser stickers, And of course, you get any of those, and the Pissed Off Panda stickers are free. So it'd be great if you guys could support the channel. I know I get quite a different crowd watching the summer drive videos as I do the movies, but the movies is the reason why I was demonetized from YouTube. So yeah, any support you guys give the channel through buying the merch, this is highly appreciated, and I thank you guys for it, and I love you for it. Remember, those friends, they're the family you get to choose. I'll see you next week, fellow cruisers.